Alright, so we're now able to fetch the to-dos from the database and bring them into our application. Now we want to make it so that we can add them through the form. So let's start with our service. So if we go to our to-do service TS file, let's go ahead and add a function here called save to-do, and that's going to take in a parameter of to-do. And what we'll do is we're going to create a variable called headers and set that equal to new headers. And whoops, what's this? This should be new. And we're getting this, we're able to use headers because it's part of the HTTP module. Alright, and then we're going to take that headers variable and we're going to add .append. Okay, so we want to add to the HTTP header. We want content dash type, and let's see, we're going to add another parameter here. The type is going to be application slash JSON. Okay, then we're going to return this dot underscore HTTP, and this is going to be a post request, so we want dot post. And in here we want the URL, which is going to be slash API slash v1 slash to do. Okay, then we're going to put a comma here. And we're going to say JSON dot stringify. And let's pass in to do. Okay, then we're going to put a comma right here. And then we're going to do headers. Okay, then we can use the map operator. We can say dot map, pass in the response, and then res.json. Okay, so that should go ahead and add a to-do for us. So let's save that. Now what we want to do is go to our HTML and go up to the form. And when we submit this form, we needed to run a function. Alright, so in this button right here, let's go ahead and add a click. So we'll say click equals, and we'll run a function called add to do. And we can pass in the event and then to do text. To do text, okay, which is this input right here. Alright, so let's save that and go to our component TS file, create add to do. Okay, it's going to take in the event and to do text, and then we want to check the event. So we'll say event dot which is equal to 1. Okay, so we're basically testing for a click event, and then we're going to create a variable called result, and then let's get our new to do. We'll say var new to do, and that's going to be an object. It's going to have text, which is going to be, it's going to come from to do text dot value, and then we also have is completed, which is always going to be set to false when we create it. Alright, and then what we're going to do is say result, set that to the service function, so this to do service dot save to do, and then we're going to go ahead and pass in the new to do. And then let's say result.subscribe, and we'll say x, this dot to do's dot push. Okay, so we want to add that new to do to the array. Alright, and then we'll say to do text dot value equals nothing. We want to clear it out. Alright, so let's save that. Alright, so let's go over here and we'll say pick up kids. Say pick up kids from school. Create. Alright, so we're getting an error here. 400 bad requests for URL. So let's go look in the service here. And let's check it out. Content type. This, I believe, should be capital, but I don't know if that's going to be the issue. Let's save it. Let's try that again. Alright, that was it. Wow. Alright, so that was added. If we reload, it's still there. If we go over to MLab and we look in the to-dos collection, you can see that it's been added here and there's been an ID created for it. Alright, so we can now read our to-dos in our database. We can also add them. In the next video, I'm going to show you how we can update them.